Henry VIII is one of England's most famous monarchs, not because of wars won, but because of how many wives he had and how he treated them. Henry VIII was desperate for a legitimate male heir, and his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, could not give him one. This led Henry VIII on a journey to continuously find a better wife who would be able to provide him with a son. Henry VIII's divorces and marriages entirely changed the history, politics, and religion of England forever. Were his decisions worth it? Henry VIII was born in 1491. He was the son of King Henry VII and Queen Elizabeth of York. Prior to Henry VIII's birth, England went through a period of military battles known today as the War of the Roses. During this war, two families sought to control the English throne. This war ended when Henry VIII's father defeated the previously crowned king and married Elizabeth, thus uniting the two houses. Henry VIII realized how important it was to maintain control of the crown. Henry VIII was crowned King of England and Ireland in 1509. He was actually the second son and never expected to be king, but his older brother died, leaving the title to Henry. Henry VIII's first wife was Catherine of Aragon. She was from Spain, and with their marriage, England and Spain created a powerful military and political alliance. During this time, England recognized itself as a Catholic nation and followed the Pope of Rome's commands. Spain was also a Catholic nation. Catherine of Aragon was known to be a very religious woman. Not all people who lived in England were Catholic. Some people were also Protestant, but they practiced their faith in secret as they were worried about being put in prison. Mary I of England was born in 1516. Henry VIII was happy to finally have a child after 6 years of marriage and 5 stillborn babies. However, a boy would have been better. The birth of Mary did not secure their family line. Henry VIII first met Anne Boleyn in 1526. He wanted to make her his mistress. Anne resisted his attempts as she knew the consequences it might have for her if he were to ever grow tired of her. She wanted to be queen. Henry VIII could no longer resist Anne. He asked the Pope to allow him to divorce his first wife, Catherine. The Pope refused this request as Catholics at the time did not believe in divorce. This left Henry VIII with no choice. He made the decision to have England leave the Catholic Church. He then created the Church of England. Anne Boleyn was not Catholic, and this new church favored the Protestant religion. In 1533, Anne, now Queen of England, gave birth to a girl, Elizabeth. Elizabeth would eventually become one of England's best leaders, but to her father, she was just a girl. Anne only got pregnant one more time, and it was a boy, but he was stillborn. Henry grew tired of her and the fact that she could not produce a male heir. He annulled his marriage to Anne under the guise that she had an affair, and thus she was beheaded for treason. Henry's next wife was Jane Seymour. A year into their marriage, Jane gave birth to a healthy baby boy named Edward. Henry was so happy he finally had a son. The tragedy was that Jane died shortly after giving birth due to complications. Edward VI, Jane and Henry's son, became king after his father died. However, Edward died when he was only 15 years old from disease. All Henry ever wanted was a son, yet his only son died so young, while his daughters lived long lives. Henry's fourth wife was Anne of Cleves. Anne came from Germany and was rumored to not be very pretty. It was a well-known fact that Henry liked pretty women. Their marriage didn't last long, as Henry could not consummate the marriage due to her looks. The marriage was annulled, and Anne went back to Germany. Henry's fifth marriage to Catherine Howard was also short-lived. He believed that she was having an affair, and like Anne Boleyn, he tried her for treason and had her beheaded. Henry VIII's last wife was Catherine Parr. You might be wondering if she was the last because he just got tired of getting married, but she was the last wife because she outlived him. Catherine is most known for bringing Mary and Elizabeth back into the family home and having their line of succession restored. While Henry VIII's divorces, annulments, and marriages wreaked havoc on the people of England, without his obsession for having a male heir, England might not be the same today. There might have never been an Elizabeth I or even an Elizabeth II. So when you find yourself trying to remember the order of Henry's wives, you can use this simple rhyme: divorced, beheaded, died; divorced, beheaded, survived.